Good news and bad news. Let's start with the good. We'll feed you the dessert before we give you the vegetables. A prankster whose content revolves around terrorizing and harassing strangers in public is facing jail time in France. The bad news. It's only 6 months. His name is Elon Magnaron, or online known as Amine Mojito, or Amin Mojito, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it. But his pranks were some of the classics that I'm sure we all grew up with and still giggle at, like we're getting tickled in our tummy. Like going to random strangers in public and jabbing them with an empty syringe and then running away, leaving them with the trauma that they may have just now been injected with either a drug or some kind of disease. Get pranked, nerd, right?
Mais nous avait menti. Ça va pas?
This is his peanut butter and jelly prank right here, the feel-good one. He's done this a lot from what I can tell. I've seen tons of clips and videos of him just going up to people with that syringe and just, giving them the old stab on the street there, leaving them to just panic, wondering if their life is now just drastically changed from some fucking unhinged lunatic now. Now, from what I can tell, the syringe is capped, so he's not actually, penetrating the skin or anything with it, but the victims don't know that. All they feel is that hit against their skin, and then this guy with a syringe. Obviously, you are now going to start worrying in a big way.
Mais, depuis mois d'octobre, chien vert. Casse-toi.
Ah! What are you doing?
What the fuck? What the fuck? Who the fuck are you?
Apparently these videos had caused a huge stir in the country, and the Paris criminal court handed him a 12-month prison sentence with 6 to be served behind bars in the slammer, and the remainder suspended over charges linked to harassment, threats, and prior offenses. Yeah, so I don't think 6 months is nearly long enough for something like this. This is unbelievably degenerate. This is just downright evil. Imagine, you're just hanging out in public, sitting on a bench, maybe on a phone call, waiting for the bus, whatever, and then some fucking douchebag here, who himself has been injected with cringe clearly, comes up and hits you with a syringe, leaving you to wonder, what was that even about? And then, let's say he does try and clarify, it's just a prank, it's just a prank. Well, how do you trust that? How do you know it's just a prank? You have no way of fucking knowing if he is now just lying, and he really did just inject you with something, a drug, a disease, whatever. That's extremely scary. If that shit happened to me, I would be living at a doctor's office for a year. I'd be like a lab rat being tested every single day just to try and ensure for my own mental well-being that I didn't just get injected with the fucking T-virus or something from this guy. And I just don't think the courts went hard enough on him. They argued that his actions amounted to harassment, even describing him as a public menace. He also apparently already had a history of legal trouble, including prior accusations of assault and harassment. No! I'll eat my left shoe. I can't believe it. I haven't been this surprised since I learned Batman was Bruce Wayne. You're telling me the guy who thinks it's okay to walk around and stab people with a syringe on the street is someone who also has already had run-ins with previous accusations of assault and harassment? That doesn't make any sense. This guy, the prankster, the jokester, the turbo prank guy? No, that can't be. But at the end of the day, maybe this is all just a big misunderstanding, because according to him, the videos were just meant to entertain and make people laugh, which is so clear because everyone was having a big hoot and a holler after thinking they just got stabbed with a syringe in public. Everyone was giggling. He admitted in court, though, that he now regrets the content and underestimated the fear it caused. Victims testified to feeling genuine panic at the thought of being attacked with a needle, especially in an era where health concerns remain high. At the bar, he acknowledged that he himself would have feared if someone approached him with a syringe. I also find the audience for this kind of content, the fucking goobers who laugh at it, encourage it, and just find entertainment in it, are almost as pathetic as the pranksters themselves. Like, I truly think this kind of content could be like a clinical diagnostic tool for mental disorders, because if you like this kind of shit, there's something wrong with your brain. Like, you are actually just a full-blown fucking loser. Legal experts say the ruling highlights growing concerns over the limits of online prank culture and the responsibilities influencers must bear when creating viral content. Mojito's case has reignited debate in France about where free expression ends and public safety begins. How is there even a debate there? How, in any way, shape, or form, does this fall under free expression? He is going around harassing and assaulting people, making them believe that they have just been injected by a mysterious substance in a syringe from some fucking weirdo. In what way is that free expression? Are you allowed to just go up to someone in France and just punch them in the face? Or what about just some fucking whack job on the subway jerking off and, like, ejaculating onto a stranger? Is that free expression too? Like, this isn't a free expression argument. Even though he didn't actually have the syringe filled with a disease or a drug or anything and wasn't, like, actually penetrating the skin or anything, it doesn't matter. The threat of it was still there, and he still did enact it on strangers. So, what if it was a gun? What if he had a gun, was pointing it in people's faces, saying, "I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna kill you"? It's just a prank, it's just a prank. Is that free expression as well? I just don't know how this can even be, like, an argument that's being had in France. Maybe it's just a prank, bro, is like an actual really sound strategy, which apparently employs free expression into it in some way. If you just say it's just a prank, bro, you get off very light with anything, maybe, which is crazy to me. Like I said, I don't think 6 months is nearly enough for this. And from what I was reading, apparently there's even been, like, scares in France at, like, festivals where people were, like, worried or had expressed run-ins where someone was, like, injecting people, like, with needles, apparently with, like, drugs or something. I don't know if that was ever confirmed or not, but, like, that fear is already there. So this kind of prank preys on that, making it even worse. So it's just so fucking degenerate. I'm glad he's at least going to jail for a little bit, but it's not enough to teach him a lesson or anything like that. Like, I'm pretty confident when he gets out, he's gonna go right back to this shit. He's hopping right back on the saddle. This isn't even like a deterrent to other pranksters or anything, because 6 months isn't like a long period of time there. They might deem all the internet attention worth it, because they'll get out and still have that audience that they built up from this trash. So again, while I am happy he is getting some time in the slammer, because even that seems pretty rare, even for the most diabolical of pranks, I just think it needs to be taken more seriously in order to prevent more of this kind of behavior in the future. So anyway, that's really about it. Just more dog shit prankster activity out there. See ya. How far would you go for TikTok views? Would you sell your soul? Slap your mother? Slap my mother? You better not. I'd come over there and bite your dick off. But what about going to jail for 3 years? Does that sound reasonable for TikTok views in exchange for that prison sentence? How bad do you want it? What's your limit? Would you throw away 3 years of your life just for a few TikTok likes? If your answer to that question is no, you're a pussy, you're a coward, and you will never make it as a viral TikTok superstar sensation like this guy and his friends. I'm kind of underselling the story. Not only did the main guy in this video get 3 years, but his 2 friends that helped him make it got 2 years in prison. So check this out. What an epic prank, am I right? That shit was too lit. I almost spit out my apple juice. They got him good. Those fucking idiots never even saw it coming. The stupid conductor of this train, multi-track drifting around, thinking he's gonna get his passengers to their destination on time. Nuh-uh. Not on this cool guy's watch. He busts out the desk, he pops in a cigarette to smoke. I mean, he's probably the coolest fucking guy I've ever seen in my life. He's got the desk out so that way he can have optimal angles to look at the Tinder profile pics of girls that don't meet his standards. He's definitely a kissless virgin by choice because no girl is worthy of his perfect lips because he's just the ultimate Adonis. So he's decided, let's smoke it up a little bit. The train, it doesn't matter. So he stops it. He says, hey, public transportation can suck on my fucking asshole. And that's exactly what they do. And now he'll be sucking on some buttholes in prison. This happened in Morocco. He was originally facing 5 to 10 years in jail, but that sentence was lightened to 3 years, and his 2 friends that helped him film this have 2 years in jail now. And I gotta say, it was worth it. This is the coolest video I've ever seen in my life. I'm sure that all the other inmates are going to be blown away by this dude's TikTok clout. They won't be able to get enough of his stories about this video going viral. Oh man, they're going to love that. Now obviously the main douchebag here is extremely pathetic, but I think the saddest people in this video are the one filming and the one that give him the coffee cup. These two goofy goobers got 2 years in jail and got none of the internet points for it. They didn't even have their names associated with this. They were faceless nobodies who got roped into this guy's awful, dumb fucking TikTok video and are now going to jail for 2 years for it, with none of the minor celebrity status attached to it. They got nothing. They're going to jail because they couldn't tell their friend that the idea was fucking stupid. These two guys are absolutely your classic yes men, too afraid to say no to anything and then let you make the worst fucking decisions. You don't want friends like this that always say yes. But these guys go the extra mile and not only say yes, but encourage the awful decision and actively participate in it. Just out of pure desperation for just the tiniest bit of internet clout. They just want to latch on to the nipples of the pseudo-internet celebrity and get breastfed a little bit. Just suckle on the titties and just a little bit of internet clout, which they didn't get. But they did get a nice prison sentence for it. Now, not to sound like your grandpa complaining about loud music, but TikTok is truly poisoning the minds of some young people. Like, this shit is crazy. Everyone thinks they're the protagonist of their own anime. Everyone has this main character energy about them where they are the center of the universe. And this is just a perfect example of it. I couldn't be happier that this douchebag and his friends are actually going to prison for this. They're just attention-seeking public nuisances, an actual hemorrhoid to society. Not to go full Joker on you. But yeah, TikTok is absolutely poisoning some people on there. It's taking us backwards down the evolutionary ladder. 100 years from now, I'll probably have to rediscover fire and relearn basic language, because all humans will know is stupid fucking TikTok dances and shit like that. But maybe it's bigger than that. Maybe TikTok is like this intergalactic plague. It's the reason we haven't been visited by aliens. It truly is like the great filter. So when a civilization becomes technologically advanced enough to reach like tier 1 or tier 2, all roads lead to TikTok, so then they create TikTok, which bumps their civilization back down to the fucking Stone Ages, so they can never visit us or expand past their planet, you know what I mean? It's like the Flood from Halo, this parasite that feeds off us and keeps us stupid. To be honest, this just kind of looks like an elaborate suicide attempt that didn't work. Like the thought process here, I'm gonna sit in front of a train and hope that it stops in time. Like the amount of faith you have to have in a complete stranger there is mind-boggling, hoping that the conductor's paying enough attention to stop in time before he just fucking flattens you and sends you to the afterlife, fucking banishing you to the shadow realm. Like it's crazy. And since everything becomes a trend on TikTok, and this was a very popular video, I'm shocked it didn't become a trend. I thought for sure this would be like the hashtag stop a train trend, where you like go on the tracks and you throw your ass in a circle, clapping your cheeks to some pop song and hope that the train stops, and then people just getting blasted by trains going all over the news. I'm actually surprised that didn't happen. Now, granted, this train isn't exactly like Thomas the Tank Engine gone wild. It seems to be moving at a slower pace than most trains I see, but it is still an extremely dangerous stunt and an extremely annoying one. Everyone on that train is now late to their shit just so you could have your 10-second TikTok video. So yeah, I definitely think the punishment fits the crime here. 3 years sounds reasonable. 2 years for his friends. I'm glad all the douchebags got thrown into the slammer. Huge round of applause to that decision made over there. And yeah, that's about it. So yeah. If someone told me I could get 100,000 views on my YouTube video and it would only cost me 7 years of my life spent in prison eating gruel off of the floor, I'd say sign me the fuck up, baby. What a deal. Prison is temporary. Clout is forever. And so is a criminal record, I suppose, but it doesn't matter, because internet updates are all that really matter these days. This dream came true for a YouTube couple named Saucy and Honey. They were recently arrested and charged with third-degree criminal trespassing and conspiracy and could face up to 7 years in the slammer, all for those sweet, juicy YouTube views. They pulled off the most epic prank this world's ever seen, and the history books will remember them for it. They'll be talked about like Jesus Christ was in the Bible, the saviors of high-quality YouTube content. They did a 24 hours in Target challenge or prank. You know that trend that every 16-year-old was doing on YouTube back in 2017? Yeah, they did that like 4 days ago. I don't know why they chose this prank. It died like 5 years ago. They're very tardy to the party, but they seem to desperately try and suckle any amount of dust they can out of the dry titties of this garbage-ass trend from a time long since forgotten. And they're paying the price for it. They got fucked in the ass. But you can't help but feel bad for them because they clearly have a disease. It's called terminal clout hunger. And unfortunately, it's a plague. And it's been spreading for quite some time on the internet now.
Shot passé.
Yeah, okay, what's up, Fascination Empire? And your girl, Honey,
We're back
the Okay, you guys, sorry we're rushing through this intro, but it's 9:37 at...
Oh.
Okay, guys, sorry we're rushing through this intro. It's 9:37. It's 9:37 at night.
Honestly, they should have slapped on an additional criminal charge for how dog shit their videos are. I swear to God, it's gotta be a human rights violation to have an intro this annoying. All of their videos start like this. It is painful. Sticking my head in a fucking dump truck while it's compacting garbage would be less miserable.
A YouTube couple is in hot water over this video, in which they claim to have spent the night in a Pennsylvania Target.
You guys, do not attempt what we attempt at home. We are entertainers.
Listen here, goofballs, don't try what we're about to do at home, you dumb assholes. We're professional entertainers willing to risk life and limb for your entertainment. Immediately gets arrested, faces 7 years in jail for this shit. I don't know what she was thinking. This isn't exactly like a defense, right? It's still a crime no matter what. Just because you consider yourself an entertainer doesn't mean that you're all of a sudden immune to repercussions of a crime. This is like if a birthday party clown robbed a bank and when they caught him red-handed, he just honked his nose. Honk. Oh God, he's an entertainer. Never mind, guys. It's all good now. We made a mistake here. I don't understand why more people don't know this, but I'll go ahead and peel back the curtain. Most of those YouTube pranksters are fake. In fact, I'd say 95%. So all of the ones that did the overnight challenges, they cleared it with their local store in order to ensure that they were allowed to do it. And they didn't actually even spend 24 hours in the facilities they said they did. They just stay for long enough to get footage and then leave. But all of it was cleared beforehand with the franchise owner.
Surveillance video from inside the store shows them wandering around various sections while recording video of themselves. While LaRose and Fisher told viewers that they spent the night in Target, police say they left through an emergency exit around 3 a.m. and tripped the alarm. But the couple returned to the store when it opened to the public to resume recording their video.
What? They lied? They didn't actually spend 24 hours in the Target? What the fuck? That's gotta be the worst offense of all. You know, I could excuse the criminal trespassing and all that. I could even excuse the abominable intro to their videos, but the fact that you're gonna come in here and tell me you spent 24 hours in Target when you only spent like, what, 2.5? Oh my God. I spit on that absolute garbage. They could have at least had the courtesy to spend the whole night there. Because at that point, now not only do you go down looking like a stupid asshole, but now you go down as a stupid lying asshole as well. And their audience of like, I don't know, lobotomized 12-year-olds or whatever's watching it, they now know that they can't trust anything they do going forward. So even if they somehow do escape the prison time, which I imagine they will, I don't think they're actually going to spend 7 years in jail, they've lost the trust of their audience now.
The couple was released on a $25,000 unsecured bond, and they're due back in court March 24th. Fisher told a reporter outside of court that she has no regrets, that they were living their life and having fun. But the couple said they would not be doing another stunt like this again. For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Mara Montalbano.
I can't imagine that statement's going to help them very much in the court proceedings. Yeah, I have no regrets about committing the crime. Surely that won't come back to haunt them. But yeah, anyway, just thought the story was kind of wild and another prime example of the attention-seeking disease a lot of people are afflicted with. That's about it. So yeah. It doesn't matter what you believe for the origin of our species, whether we flopped out of the sea and began evolving on land, or if God made us, one thing remains true. There is something deep in our DNA that drives us to pursue the perfect prank. From the very first time a caveman grunted at his friend Krug to pull his finger, to the time that a YouTuber chased a man in a parking lot with a knife and got shot to death, there has always been this subconscious desire to find and execute the perfect prank. And friends, I'm happy to say we've reached the apotheosis. Our journey is complete thanks to one TikToker who has finally pulled it off. The perfect prank. The airport bomb threat prank. A classic, but one that's only ever been talked about as a myth. A what-if, pie in the sky. Experts said it couldn't be done. But finally, thanks to the hard work of one brain-dead, broccoli-haired worm that looks like a side character out of the Jimmy Neutron show, it has been proven not only possible, but a viable strategy of going straight to jail and facing some potentially life-ruining problems in the future. One TikTok superstar prankster decided to risk it all for glory, and it has not gone unnoticed. This is like the 4-minute mile, but for dog shit pranks. New ground has been broken with this airport bomb threat prank. His technique was flawless, putting on a pair of Toys R Us spy glasses. So he put on his Ray-Ban built-in recording camera glasses, approached some officers and told them that he didn't want any problems and that he had a bomb and a strap as well as fent in his car. Of course he didn't actually have anything dangerous. By looking at videos and pictures of this guy, I imagine he would puke at the sight of just a single ounce of weed. He seems like a very sensitive soul who's just doing his absolute best to stand out in the sea of dog shit on TikTok. And the easiest way to do that is through pranks like this. And I use that word so generously here, loosey-goosey. It's not a prank. You're just committing a crime. That's most of what the prank community does on TikTok. It's actually just committing crimes, whether it's going into the back of, fast food restaurants, bothering the employees, sometimes even just assaulting people, harassing people. That's kind of what flies as pranks, unfortunately.
Oh, my day is good.
That's all. I'm drunk as shit. So you see that little key over there? I was just drinking and driving.
You was drinking and driving?
Yeah, and I'm a threat.
You a threat to what?
Me, myself, and like everyone around me, basically. Like, I'm just generally like a threat. I'm drunk driving the key over there, and I actually have a fake ID. I have a strap on me.
You have a what?
A strap on me.
He does this particular style of prank pretty often where he just goes up to officers and talks about like drunk driving and having weapons, being on drugs, having drugs. It's a real hoot and a holler.
I have a white sedan over there. I am drunk and I'm driving. I just want to let you know that. And I am a threat.
Alright, do you mind providing me with your ID?
Got him! That idiot didn't know that this guy was just lying for TikTok views. Epic. He fucking got him super swag style, actually. So, he's done this a few times, but this is the first time he ever tried it with an airport bomb threat, and, well, let's just say justice is a dish best served with a side of ass. So he got arrested immediately, he'll likely be placed on a no-fly list, but he was released the following day after posting a $100,000 bond. Now, he didn't post that bond. That was 100% mommy and daddy's money coming to the rescue, protecting their sweet little boy. He didn't know any better. This goofball's still huffing Sharpies to get a little bit of a buzz. But his parents, he can do no wrong. It must be some kind of mistake with the law. What, you mean you can't call in a bomb threat? I thought this was a free country. So they bailed him out, and he immediately posted on TikTok about how amazing life is and how he wants to spread positivity.
Life is good though. I want y'all to see that life is great. Your life is great too. Have a good time, man. Have some fun.
Oh, that tugs on your heartstrings. Spread love. While this guy's entire online presence is about bothering as many people as possible and making their lives a little more miserable for the sake of his TikTok clout. If you really wanted to spread a positive message, he should be talking about the beauty of goof juice and how you can get it at gamersubs.gg/moist, the best flavor ever made. But instead, I'm sure he's going to go right back to these kind of pranks that he's become known for.
What would you like?
Sand.
Sand?
Man, I'm sorry. You don't work here.
He's lying now. Bro, it's my first day. No, I'm hella geek though. What are we doing? Whoa. You can't touch me.
Exploiting fast food workers. So positive, so strong, so brave. Yes, a beacon of love. What a hero. And I don't use that word lightly, but for someone like this, he's up there with firefighters, I think. A true prankster. Going there and just making all of the workers' lives a little bit worse because he's the main character. And we're all just NPCs, little props for him to use for his content. So, even though he regularly instigates different employees, especially the police, he's never done anything this stupid, his friend told them. And, well, he agreed. He's a big fucking idiot. He said he didn't realize the severity of what he was doing. Which I don't think is a good defense. I think there is a level where you are dangerously stupid that you should still be charged and thrown in jail because you are not fit for society. If you can't recognize that making a threat about blowing up an airport is a bad thing. He's currently facing a charge of threatening to use a weapon of mass destruction for an act of terrorism and could face a lengthy prison term if convicted. Fingers crossed. I'm praying that he faces a prison sentence because I really think pranksters like this need to be made an example out of because it is out of control. It is spiraled so far into lunacy. It's baffling. He's not the only one doing shit like this. This happens all the time with TikTok pranksters. And it's not just TikTok. I know there's YouTube pranksters that do similar shit. But there just needs to, at some point, be like a hard line in the sand where you just throw the book at one of these stupid assholes and hopefully it'll discourage copycats, because right now, a lot of people, especially someone like him, sees that there's a lot of TikTokers that blow up from just being an asshole that people throw tomatoes at and shoot spitballs at for these really degenerate pranks, and even though they're getting a ton of hate, it's growing their brand, and to them, it's worth it. So it ends up poisoning and inspiring others to follow that same path to success, and it leads to shit like this where they're just constantly pushing the boundaries. I referenced a case earlier where someone charged at someone in a parking lot and got shot to death. Well, only like a year ago, you might remember we talked about that prankster who was harassing a guy at a food court and also got shot. He managed to survive and still swore to continue doing pranks. I haven't checked in on him in a while because fuck that guy. But it's one of those things where even a bullet isn't stopping pranks. As long as they're not being punished by the law here, it seems like it's all just going to continue to get even more silly and stupid. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about this douchebag a little bit. I have a sneaking suspicion he's not actually going to have this huge change of heart and start posting positive content, spreading love or anything. I think he's going to view this as a potential lightning rod to his career, where he's going to double down on this type of prank. But that's just my hunch. I'm no Nostradamus or anything. We'll see how it plays out. But anyway, that's about it. See ya. A year ago, there was an insufferable loser by the name of Tanner who made headlines by getting himself shot performing one of his garbage pranks, just harassing a stranger in public at the mall. He quickly found out this was the wrong one here when the guy pulled out the stick and gave him a Five Nights at Freddy's jump scare, blasting him in the stomach. I covered the story as well as the subsequent acquittal of the shooter. They accepted his claim of self-defense because he was fearful with what Tanner was doing because the prank was so fucking degenerate. However, he still faced an unlawful discharge of a firearm charge. I'm not here to just dive into that case too much, but when this happened, for the first time in Tanner's life, he made people laugh. Everyone was giggling at this story about the dumb, imbecile, idiot YouTube prankster getting himself shot by harassing a stranger for these deplorable pranks that nobody likes. Pranksters like Tanner are more hated than cockroaches, so there weren't many people that were sympathetic to his situation, especially with his attitude after the fact as well. But most people hoped that Tanner would learn a valuable lesson from this near-death experience where he nearly traded in his life for a couple tiddlywinks of internet clout. And, well, I wanted to give you a little update on Tanner today, because it's actually a tragic story. You see, when Tanner was on the hospital bed, he made a solemn vow that put tears into the eyes of everyone across the globe when he raised his fist to lead a revolution and said, "This will not stop me. I will continue to do pranks and be a public nuisance to all of those around me. Mark my words." A beautiful speech that inspired nobody except the most brain-dead individuals on the planet who are still too busy huffing glue to even remember Tanner's name. And well, sports fans, I've got a sad ending to share with you. Tanner is still doing pranks to this day. In fact, the same pranks that got him shot in the first place. and he's doing it to the tune of 15,000 views of video. Despite getting shot, despite being a spittoon that the entire world was hawking loogies into and making fun of, despite common sense telling you that you should probably stop for the sake of survival, he disregarded all of it and continues to do pranks to this day for 15,000 views of video.
He's not stopping recording me. He keeps following me around the whole store.
I mean, maybe he's...
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you famous or something? You don't realize?
I don't even know, dude. Should we go ask him, like, if he's okay?
I think he's probably, okay.
Tanner might not be famous, but his story certainly is, about the stupid YouTube prankster that got himself shot. A lot of people have heard of it now as a cautionary tale to being a douchebag growing up trying to do pranks for clout. But no one would ever recognize Tanner for that, obviously. But this is one of his more recent pranks, where he just goes up to workers at Walmart and says that his cameraman is following him around filming him, pretending he doesn't know who it is. And that's the whole thing. Nothing happens, like there's no jokes, there's nothing humorous. It's actually just idle dialogue that you would skip in a role-playing game. I think the most pathetic part isn't even him getting shot and continuing to still do this trash. What's the most pitiful aspect is that he's still so dog shit at it. Even the prank community that exists hate him because he is so boring and lame. Like, he is just bad at everything he does. He has no personality, he doesn't do any jokes, and his pranks are just like him wasting time. He just traps people in an inescapable dialogue tree of emptiness. It's just a void. There's nothing to even watch. It's actually a nothing burger. The only reason he even gets 14 to 15,000 views on these videos is because it's people that are still clowning on him for getting shot a year ago. So every comment in the comment section is people just reminding him and surprised that he's still doing it and wondering why.
But I don't know. It's kind of weird.
I've never seen nothing like it.
No, not at all. It's very strange.
If you go up there, they should be up there. The acid protection.
You guys mind walking me to them? I just get me a little bit nervous when he follows me.
Oh.
Yeah, no. Hey, I'm gonna take his camera.
No, we can't take his camera, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't like that.
We're gonna tell you guys to just leave this one time.
No, he keeps. I walk in here by myself and he keeps following me with his camera. Yeah, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know.
Okay, well.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks. Nothing is happening. I don't even know what there is to watch. The fact that not only did they record this, but then post it blows my mind. It's just employees being nice, trying to be helpful. Like nothing, like there's nothing even like remotely entertaining there. Like if I miss a step going downstairs and I hurt myself, I'm more entertained by that pain than I am sitting here in this fucking purgatory that Tanner subjects people to with these videos. It's blowing my mind. Like, brother, just do something else. Christ, man, just throw in the towel on this whole prank career. Like, I'm surprised that he hasn't pivoted his content already to buying an Among Us potion off the dark web and drinking it at 3 a.m. or something. Really take YouTube back to its roots.
Partner, this guy, do you know who this is? He's following you around the store and he's recording you. This guy right here. He's been following you for a while. I was like, well, I gotta tell you.
I have no idea.
What is he? What is he?
Takes me by surprise.
You doing all right?
Oh, I'm doing good. I just was letting this guy know that I'm being followed with a camera and he's not letting up.
Oh, this guy's following you?
Yeah.
Is something wrong with him, or?
Yeah, actually, there is something wrong with him. He's suffering from a terminal case of attention-seeking, a never-ending pursuit of internet brownie points. God rest his soul. You know what's even sadder to think about? Is when he got shot, that was probably the highlight of his life because there were eyes on him, finally. Like, his views on his videos blew up after he got shot because people found the channel and they wanted to go insult him and leave comments about it. And I think Tanner probably viewed that as a really positive thing, so now he's constantly chasing that high. Like, that was his magnum opus. Getting shot in a mall performing his trash YouTube pranks.
You are aware that it is a private business, correct? Listening to him?
Yeah, oh, he doesn't say anything. He doesn't say anything.
You know what's almost as sad as Tanner is his cameraman, who I'm pretty confident isn't being paid to do this and is risking going to jail for the sake of Tanner's pranks and Tanner's pursuit of glory. Oof.
We're here at IKEA. I don't really know what we're gonna do. We're just freestyling. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to clear the area probably here in a bit. We have Drake coming through. He's gonna want to walk through and take a look at things. So we're gonna have to clear things up.
Okay.
I'm the personal security guard for Drake.
No, you're not.
He's actually right there.
No, you're not. You can go ahead and go. Let's go. Come on, let's go.
Where am I going?
Out, right now.
No, he's not supposed to talk because he's with Fox 5 News, and so his contract is, since he's getting hanging out with us, he has to.
I know that this is funny to you.
Did you know Tanner calls himself a professional troll? And this is his trolling, saying Drake's coming through, and then just wasting workers' time. That's it. Also, everyone he interacts with treats him like a fucking dog, like snapping, telling him where to go because they recognize how dumb Tanner is. Like, he is a very moronic man, and they have to cater to that. They know that this is a prank, clearly. And Tanner breaks character by busting a gut when he says his cameraman can't talk. I don't even understand what there is to even smile about. It's nothing. Actually nothing. So they're getting served trespassing warnings, and it's literally just wasting people's time. Not only the workers, but anyone who unfortunately stumbled across the video. This goober got shot for degenerate pranks and still keeps doing it. That's a disease. You need help, Tanner. Holy shit. Anyway, I just wanted to give you a little update here. That's it. See ya. It's finally here. Today's the day. Count your lucky stars and all your blessings that you were able to live long enough to experience this historic moment with me. The worst prank ever. An achievement that I don't bestow upon anything lightly, but once I go over this with you, I think you all agree. This is the worst prank that has ever been done. Behold the glory of the sucker punch prank, where a man on TikTok suffering from a terminal case of clout delusion is claiming that his series of attacks on strangers in a park is actually just part of his highbrow comedy series of pranks. I'll break the prank down for you because it's a pretty complicated one. So he went to a park and then sucker punched 2 strangers in the back of the head, and then threatened them with a gun, and then asked for one of their cell phones. Are you laughing? I mean, how could you not be? Haha. Really, timeless classic humor, really. I mean, that's a gut buster. That's some side-splitting comedy. He's been arrested for it, to no surprise, because he went up and just blatantly assaulted people and is calling it a prank. And then he even did an apology press tour, where he was interviewed after the fact. Let's go ahead and take a peek at it.
We're learning more about one of those social media pranks that is hardly funny.
A 19-year-old runs up on 2 unsuspecting people and sucker punches them in the back of the head.
Yeah,
this is not a prank. He just blatantly runs up and assaults 2 strangers while his friend is filming it.
Well, he's regretful. Honestly, I didn't expect him to answer the door, much less come out and talk. But tonight he says he regrets the behavior so many are now condemning online.
I'm not omniscient, but I'm going to tell you with 100% certainty, the only thing he's regretful of is that he's getting punished for it. That's it. He doesn't regret the actions.
Park, where he's accused of randomly punching strangers. Do you regret it?
Yes, I do.
19-year-old Alfred Lewis spoke with me about how he feels about it now.
You know, I just made a mistake, and everybody makes mistakes.
It's incredible how quickly that statement made me want to puke. I've never gone from feeling okay to ready to just expel bile like a fucking exorcism quicker than that statement. I've just made a mistake. Everybody makes mistakes. You fucking assaulted 2 strangers. They could have easily died from this. Blows to the back of the head are extremely dangerous. Sucker punches are extremely dangerous. You combine these 2 cowardly forces into this unholy fusion dance of degeneracy. What fucking mistakes are you talking about? This is planned, premeditated assault that you filmed the crime of. It's fucking crazy how dumb people have become. And dangerously dumb at that.
This is the video in question, first shared with KHOU 11 via the Nextdoor app. In it, you can clearly see Lewis striking a man in the head from behind before he turns around in shock.
Obviously, sucker punching is a super cowardly thing. I think the second you throw a sucker punch, you lose your right to call yourself a man. I think it is one of the single biggest bitch-made things you can do that instantly loses the respect of pretty much everyone in the world. But this guy takes it a step forward. This fucking coward not only throws a sucker punch, he throws it to the back of their head. Is there a single bigger pussy on the planet? I don't think so. I challenge you to find someone that's a bigger pussy than this guy, because not only is it a sucker punch, it's a behind-the-head sucker punch, which is, of course, the most dangerous punch you can ever throw. Blows to the back of the head are no laughing matter at all. It's extremely fortunate in this case that nobody ended up dead from this. What he's done is foul. It is downright sickening. It is, by all definitions, just an assault on two strangers that have done nothing wrong. Out of nowhere, just a completely random, unprovoked attack that they filmed. And I just have to point this out, the punches that he throws are the most pathetic punches that video cameras have ever had the misfortune of capturing in the history of moving pictures. It is unbelievable how awful these punches are. He throws it horizontally like this, and he hits him with this part of his hand like he's trying to knock on a door. The reason that he brings a gun, I imagine, is because he knows if anyone tries to fight back after getting sucker punched by him, he would get his ass beaten and eaten. So he brings the gun as a deterrent so he doesn't end up getting fucked up. But I still can't get over these pitiful little patty cake punches that he tosses out there. They're not even knuckle sandwiches, because he doesn't use his fucking knuckles. They're like, Weenie Hut Juniors. Like Sloppy Sally's. I don't even know what you'd call a punch like that. It looks like he's starting to go for a classic motorboat move where a stripper throws her tits around like this, but he throws it as a punch. It's fucking crazy.
I know from the video, all you see is the bad part about it, but what people didn't see was that I shook his hand after and how I had gave the man a hug.
By hug, are you referring to the chokehold you put one of them in after you asked for their cell phone, threatening them at gunpoint?
He initially held the complainant at gunpoint. Then, when the complainant refused to give up his cell phone, he hits the complainant in the head and puts him in a chokehold.
His statement here actually had me pause the video the first time I watched it and sit back and just reflect on the state of the world. This guy just said, "You only see the bad parts about my assault. You didn't see the good stuff, where we shook hands after and I gave him a hug." What the fuck? What in the world? Oh my goodness gracious. That was a real statement said by him. Let that sink in. Let that marinate. Just let that stew for a second. After I sucker punched this guy, threatened him with my gun, put him in a chokehold, we shook hands. We were totally fine. He understood it was just a prank. I mean, I said it was just a prank, bro. Yeah, let's play with this for a moment. Hey, so I went up and I stabbed this guy for my TikTok prank, but don't worry, it was, of course, in a non-vital spot. He's going to live, and we ended up becoming really good friends, and I kissed him on the lips, pat him on the ass, and told him, "Get to a hospital, buddy, and thanks for being a part of the content." It's fucking wild. This whole idea of, public assault as a prank is something everyone on the internet has made a joke about because of how extreme pranksters have been getting with just becoming either public nuisances or doing public assault on strangers. He's not the first one to do this, he's just the first one to do it in this way, with actually just beating people up in public and calling it a prank. And it's something everyone has joked about, saying yep, that's the trajectory we're on. And we're there. Hey, we did it, we made it. We're at the point where now sucker punching and threatening people with a gun is something that I guess some people on TikTok view as a prank.
That is something we cannot verify, nor can we confirm that another man seen in the video getting punched and grabbed later left on good terms, according to Lewis.
I really didn't expect for it to just go so left,
I mean, honestly, who could have seen this coming? I don't think there's anyone out there that could have predicted this outcome. You can't just punch strangers in the back of the head anymore without people getting all up in arms and upset about it? God, we've all become so soft now. I could have never imagined this would go so left.
And your mom's probably disappointed.
Yeah, she is.
Lewis said the harsh reaction to the video will make him rethink his behavior and hopefully be a lesson for others.
Before you go out and you do anything that you feel is bad or that could look bad, make sure people know, or just don't do it at all.
It's a lesson I don't think anyone in the world needed to learn, because we all know that. We're born with that knowledge. We know not to just run up on complete strangers and brutally fucking assault them by hitting them in the back of the head with a sucker punch. I think everyone knows that. Like, you have to override that intrinsic trait that we're all born with. The only lesson here is that this guy and his friend are extraordinarily stupid and they need to go to jail for what they've done. You assaulted 2 strangers, threatened them with a gun, you need to go to prison for that. You can't do that. It's illegal. That's the lesson. Full stop. There's nothing about like, well, if you're about to do something that could make you look bad, maybe don't do it. It's not that. You did something bad. It didn't just make you look bad, you did something very bad. And now you should face the punishment for it. That's the lesson. That's the only lesson here. But I want to point something out. We just reached an extremely dangerous milestone in our development as a species. Like, the level of brain rot and mind poison that people are experiencing now has started to convince at least some people that sucker punching and pulling a gun out and threatening someone with it is not a crime, it's a joke. And they'll do it for social media attention. You remember Y2K, like the fear that the world's ending in the year 2000, technology's gonna come and fuck us in the butt while we're all sleeping, it's the end of it? Well, maybe they weren't super wrong, they just had the calendar miscalibrated, they didn't, adjust it properly to account for daylight saving time, the angle azimuth, all those calculations. Maybe they meant it in this way, where in 2023 years after the death of Jesus Christ, we have reached the point where technology is turning people's brain into fucking mush, and it's turning them into monsters that will just assault people because it could get them attention online. Just food for thought. Maybe Y2K wasn't the most outlandish thing ever. Who really knows? But yeah, I mean it when I say, this is the worst prank I have ever seen now. Without question. That's about it. See ya. Over the years, I've made fun of a lot of YouTube pranksters, but the truth is, they're risking a lot to make cringe. They really are putting their life on the line for the worst content on the site. There's already been like 5 or 6 major cases where YouTube pranksters have gotten themselves shot and killed. So it's like they're soldiers, but the only thing they fight for is clout. So I'm being genuine when I say that the bravery and commitment to put a smile on the face of absolutely nobody is admirable. And let me tell you, one thing I've learned about the YouTube prankster douchebags is no price is too high for them in the pursuit of attention, because they use mommy and daddy's credit card to buy everything for them for their content, all the gear they need. But one thing that's always sanded my ass is the fact that the pranksters themselves always seem extremely sensitive. So when they're doing their dog shit pranks and someone responds aggressively to it, they immediately fall back onto, it's just a prank, bro. We're just goofing, why are you getting all mad, you're overreacting, that kind of shit. They literally become a Pokemon and the only thing they can say is, it's just a prank, bro. And then they start to try and shame the person for being upset, even though some of the pranks are just downright crimes, like the fake stabbing prank where they go up to someone with a knife and pretend they're about to kill them, literally murder them, and then when the person gets panicked or fights back, they're like, what are you doing? We're just kidding, it's just a joke, what are you, oh my, this is so, you fucking goofball, we were just making a good TikTok video. It's just so embarrassing. Then watching the prankster try and play the victim here, they get offended that someone got upset at their prank. So today there's a video that's going viral from a prankster where he was doing some stupid shit on the beach. It's ultimately harmless, it's just not entertaining, it's just a lame prank, but someone did respond negatively to it and ended up snatching the mic out of his hand and throwing it into the ocean. And the prankster got so butthurt about it that he called the police, and then the police took the guy's side who threw the mic, so then the prankster and his friend got trespassed, and he still won't stop fucking whining about it.
Sorry, I just seen you over here, and I just thought I had to stop and just ask you if I could get your phone number. Sorry.
This is my husband.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I didn't realize you were your husband. I thought you were her gay best friend or something. I'm sorry. You're good, buddy. Yeah. You guys have a good day. I'm sorry.
That's really the gist of this Galaxy Brain prank here. It's just wearing stupid shirts like your man is a pussy, or the other one they wear is threesome, and then they just go up to random people and say dumb shit. So in this one it was just hitting on this girl in front of her boyfriend/husband.
I just seen you over here and I thought you were beautiful, and I was just wondering if I could have your phone number.
You want to get smacked right now?
Wait, are you with her?
You want to get smacked up right now?
Bro, no.
Back the f*** up on you, smack the f*** out of you.
Why?
You think I'm around? Come here. Smack.
I didn't know, I'm sorry.
You think this is funny for TikTok or something?
Yeah, can we just shake on it? I'm sorry.
So they just do a whole tour of the beach saying lame shit to a bunch of different people, trick-or-treating with cringe, A couple people fake a giggle and then just shoo them away like some kind of stray animal. And then a couple people respond negatively, like this guy and the previous guy, who are pretty tired of them just bothering everyone and being a general nuisance on the beach.
Camera and get the fuck out.
It was just a joke, sir.
You're bothering people.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
You want us to call the cops?
For what?
You're harassing people.
Was it because of my shirt?
No, dude, get out of here.
Hey, you can't.
His initial reaction here is a very sad self-defense coping mechanism. I know that's some armchair psychologist analysis of this situation, but god damn it, it's super clear. He is upset that his mic just got thrown in the ocean. That shit is expensive. And his first response is to try and sarcastically throw a temper tantrum so that way the guy knows it's not bothering him. That's why he's super over the top with that, like, sophomore year of high school drama club thespian kind of shit, you know, screaming, which is even more embarrassing because, again, it's in public. There's a lot of people looking at him now. It's just so shameless. But anyway, a lot of brain rot takes came from this where people are saying, well, actually, the prankster's in the right. What just happened there was assault and battery. You can't just snatch something out of someone's hands and throw it away. That guy should have been arrested. Getting so upset over words that you'll assault somebody, it's sickening. And I've just got to tell you, that is some pussy shit. I'm going to hit you with the cold water. That is some bubble-blowing double baby Weenie Hut Jr. nonsense there. He was provoking people on the beach. The whole point of the content is to do these lame-ass incendiary pranks to try and get a rise out of strangers for the sake of your content to capitalize off the ad revenue. That's the entire gross little machine of clout that they try and peddle. So this guy just swooping in and throwing the mic in the ocean I think is a totally fine response. Again, they started this shit and he just finished it. Now they're out $600. He didn't push anything too far. He didn't start throwing hands or like trying to poke their eyeballs out Captain Insano style. He just threw their mic in the ocean. You started some shit and this man came through and he cleaned it all up. Fed them their vegetables. And I understand the prankster's doing his best to mask his hurt feelings, but he quickly drops that facade.
I'm bleeding. This guy assaulted me. He took my mic, $600. Hey, you know, okay.
You're the one that's wearing the You're the Get the away from me right now.
We're either going to press charges or he has to pay me $600.
Damn, his whole tone and attitude really changed here. I think this is footage that you probably should have scrubbed from the video. This shouldn't have made the final cut because you're looking like a real whiny bitch right now with this part. You're threatening to press charges on this guy, the guy that you started bothering, and then you're asking for $600 to pay for the mic that he just ruined. You are the prankster. You have to accept some level of responsibility, right? The whole point of your gag is to make people upset at you. So you really can't be acting this way when something like this inevitably does happen. So I think that's some real goober shit. But I also want to point out something very important. This man's hairline. Now, he himself points this out in the beginning of the beach section, so he tries to wear his insecurity on his sleeve, but I'd like to really call attention to it real quick.
The thing that I hate about the beach, I don't have the best hairline, so me and the beach don't always get along, but ignore that, okay, guys?
How am I supposed to ignore this when I can hear the agonizing cries from your permed hair, screaming out in pain from all the heavy lifting it's doing, trying to hide your 40-year-old receding hairline? Especially with this facial hair combo going on here. You've got that chin strap beard, that fucking toilet seat fuzz going around. It does not work well when the wind blows in. That's gotta be your worst enemy here. I can now fully understand why you're not a huge fan of the beach, but honestly, anywhere the wind blows is pretty much going to be a battle between your hair and nature trying its best to show the public where your hairline actually starts. So I don't know if he treats the outside like a vampire refusing to go out in the sunlight because there might be a gust of wind that blows by, but goddamn. Now I know many of you might think I'm being awfully harsh here, but I truly think it's an invaluable service to insult people that do this kind of content because it's just lame and unacceptable. I hate that public nuisance content is becoming so trendy on TikTok in particular that a lot of these clout-obsessed losers feel that the best way to get fame and money online is by being as disruptive and as douchey as possible to just complete random strangers just trying to go about their day and enjoy their life. I hate that kind of content, so I really do think that insulting it is legitimately doing a good deed. especially because it's so saturated when it comes to shit pranks that it's become a bit of an arms race where a lot of people just keep amplifying the danger of the prank, which is why people are getting shot doing them. In order to stand out, they have to be getting more and more extreme, which is leading to more and more dangerous pranks. So I really think this shit deserves to be insulted.
I was just out here filming a video, and a man assaulted me, and he ripped the microphone off my camera and threw it into the ocean.
Or more or less provoking somebody to make a move, and then you can report it, correct?
Actual fucking Giga Chad beach officer here. Fucking Paul Blart rolls up and he's just like immediately calling him out on his shit. He's like, I know what this is. You're provoking people to get a rise so you can record it for your TikTok, right? And he's just like immediately hits the nail on the head, so much so that the prankster even puts in the, it was at this moment he knew he fucked up thing, because the guy is privy to this kind of content. I imagine this isn't his first rodeo with douchebags like this, so he's just immediately going in on him.
I think I need repercussions for my damaged property. I need the wrong way.
Repercussions is what actually happened.
Hey, I wouldn't be a YouTuber if I was a great grammar, okay? So it was just supposed to be a joke, and it got taken too far. I guess he got offended.
You guess he got offended?
God, that's so pathetic. Yeah, I guess he just got offended. Which is why I called the cops, like a little hall monitor. Yeah, you lost a $600 mic and it's your own fault, so take it on a chin like a man and move on. And this isn't your first rodeo with the law enforcement either. I've looked at a lot of the content. This is actually all him and his friends do. They go to places, they get trespassed, or they just straight up get arrested. In one of the videos, they got wrestled down by mall security and like roughed up. So his whole thing is just being a public nuisance and having situations like this, but still has the chutzpah to pretend to be a victim and is actually the one who called the cops. That is beyond embarrassing.
What happens if he's having a bad day? It doesn't mean you go out and just assault people.
You're both being trespassed from this park. Have you ever been trespassed before?
Yes.
Shocking.
Banned from every Walmart in the world.
Did everyone get trespassed or just us?
Just the two.
You can hear the pride in his voice when he mentions they've been banned from every Walmart. They have been banned from multiple places, and they're so proud of that. I think that's so sad, the state of the world, where that's something to be happy about, that you're banned from a lot of places because you're such an insufferable little asshole who's driven by internet brownie points, that you're just going to be a disruptive piece of shit to complete random strangers. What the fuck is there to be happy about with that? The whole purpose is just sad. You exist just to make people around you a little less happy, just total strangers going about their day. You want to make their day just a little worse because you post it online because you're a little internet clown. That's just pathetic. Now, I think he's young. He looks young, but it's really hard to know for sure with a hairline like that. But hopefully there'll be a moment of self-awareness, like some self-reflection, and he comes to this come to Jesus moment where he's like, damn, all of this shit was so cringe. Like, that'd be the happy ending. That'd be the good ending there. It completely changes, like, damn, this was fucking stupid. What a waste. But yeah, anyway, just wanted to talk about this a little bit. That's about it. See ya. I don't like most pranksters. I'll give you a moment to recover from the shock of me saying that out loud. I know some of you have speculated that for a long time, but I'm just gonna hit you with the truth point blank. I am not a fan of most modern pranksters. Whew, it feels good to get that off my chest finally. It's a weight off my shoulders. Today I want to make fun of some douchebags that pull pranks in Walmart, because Walmart has become a hotspot for the worst pranks ever by the biggest douchebags on the internet. TikTok has contaminated the minds of many young people into thinking that Walmart is only inhabited by NPCs that are there to be used for your awful TikTok videos, so this has only been growing in popularity and only getting more and more insufferable to watch.
Shopping like us. What do you mean, what are we trying to do? We're shopping. We just do it differently.
So the quirky prank starts out here as shopping carts stacked on top of each other and throwing them into the top one. I don't know what's supposed to be entertaining about that. Maybe for like a 6-year-old to clap it like, whoa, look how high that is. Whoa, that's not usually how you shop at Walmart. Whoa. It's not even like a prank or a joke. It's just so lame. It's so unbelievably lame.
The cart's down, or I will call the cops and they can come and ask you.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
This is discrimination against vegans.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
That's okay, guys.
Who are you?
Snitch.
Yeah, I'm a snitch.
Well, I'm security. You're fired.
I'm allowed now to say you guys are fucking idiots.
Ordinarily, I'd agree with the guy saying that they're fucking idiots, but unfortunately, they're just insufferable assholes playing to the TikTok algorithm that is perpetually feeding terminally online children this kind of content for them to consume for 1 minute and then forget it ever existed. Because parents don't want to raise their kids anymore, just set them in front of the iPad, it's easier that way, and have the internet do it. So all they're doing is providing noise for these kids to be stimulated by for a short period of time. Their humor here is XD random shit, so they're trapped in like 2011, if it wasn't obvious from the main guy's haircut. He looks like he's still the lead singer of like a fucking experimental emo band from 2006. Goober looks like he's gonna pay you to be in the top 8 of your MySpace so that way he could promote his new Broken Side collab. But yeah, they're just going around being disruptive. They were asked nicely to just take it down because it's stupid. They refuse and then they get all aggressive about it, putting up a big stink. And again, their humor is XD random, so he's like, are you thinking what I'm thinking? It's discrimination against vegans. Haha, holds up spork, does the narwhal bacon at midnight. So fucking cringe.
Yeah? You're a jerk.
Fuck you!
Can I grab the cookies? Let's go, I want...
We need to make a game plan here. What's the game plan? Walk away. And we don't look back. We don't look back.
They need to go back to Tumblr isolation ASAP. Like, good lord, don't let them out of the SCP containment facility. The cringe is unfucking bearable having them out in public. I just have a feeling Steve-O felt a pain in his ass as a hemorrhoid flared up having this guy wear his shirt while saying, can I grab the cookies on the way out? It's so awful. Like, there's no prank here. There's no entertainment here. It's just unbelievably fucking lame. So now they're just walking away from the cops. One of them's in an NPC shirt, so I'm guessing he's trying to lean into a character or something, which of course doesn't work at all. It's just trash.
Let's slow motion.
We fucked up big.
God damn it. Shit. Alright, I'm back in my safe spot.
Start walking to the car.
That's where the hard part is. Now, is this it?
Smells like it. Get in the fucking car.
Tastes like it?
Sure does taste like it.
Oh, man.
Close the door, sir. No, shut your own damn door.
Damn it. I can't believe we're not accepted.
Sorry.
It's so painfully annoying. The way he licks the car and goes, sure does taste like it. The only prayer we can have here is that he licked bird shit. Like, they just know they're not actually going to face any repercussions for this. So they just take the piss out of it in the worst way ever by pretending like it might not be their car, so they're knocking on it to check, licking it to check. Oh. It hurts. It just actually fucking hurts that content like that is popular on TikTok. Not that it's surprising. Like, of course it's not surprising. With the brain rot that's running rampant, it is anything but a shock. It just fucking sucks. But let me go ahead and show you a little bit more of a destructive Walmart prankster.
What's up, guys? Today we're in Walmart.
Ah yes, the timeless classic. Knock shit over and leave, forcing the employees to clean up your mess and pick everything up. Good one. That's the entire joke right there. Just rides a bike into it, knocks all that shit over like he was bowling with it, and that's it. And it was so good, he said, I'd like to try it a second time. If there's any justice in the world, that would have played out like a Looney Tunes cartoon where each one of those containers was filled with bowling balls and anvils, so when he hits it, he just gave himself a severe concussion. But unfortunately, we don't live in a cartoon. We live in this fucking cringe society where this gets millions of views somehow. I don't know why I'm saying somehow. We know how. Because it's kids. I know that's like the biggest cope in the world, but it's true. It is only kids watching this. If you go to the comments, every single fucking comment is from a child losing their mind over how savage it is and all of that.
What in tarnation?
What's going on?
Just those 2 cookies.
This one doesn't necessarily take place at a Walmart. This is just a little bonus here that I saw today. It's just this douchebag acting like a 4-year-old. That's the joke. So he takes 2 cookies out and says, just those 2, ring those up for me, please. And he puts as many sound effects as possible in here. Like, he crams as many sound bites as he can possibly fucking fit in this video, because he knows that that's the audience. Kids that need constant, like, referential sound bites and shit to stay hooked. And, like, the actual content here is nothing. Like, nothing happens. He puts the cookies there. The cashier wants nothing to do with them. He's fucking bored. He's over it immediately.
Wait a minute.
How much?
I get paid enough for this.
Wait, what are you doing? Are you calling someone? No, look, I took it out from the box right here. I got like 50 cents.
If you ever see someone being this uninterested in what you're doing, you need to take a long, hard look at the mirror and wonder where everything went wrong. This is a video that you couldn't fucking squeeze out of me for anything in the world. If I had filmed something like this, I would never let it see the light of day. I would break every fucking phone. I'd get all of the security camera footage to erase the existence of this moment happening. It's so fucking embarrassing and shameful. Yet this guy not only proudly posts it on his TikTok, but then he edits it to fill as much space as possible with fucking sound bites. It is so embarrassing.
Like, I opened the box and I just took 2 cookies out. You have to buy the whole box? Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Here comes Karen.
I think I'll buy the whole box. Nah, I don't know him.
Oh my god, that just sends chills up my spine. Not only did they just completely have no interest in this garbage that this guy was trying to pull, they caught him with his pants down, hand in the cookie jar here, and called him out for recording a bad prank, and then they all just look at the camera. And you can tell that the main character here also gets super uneasy once he's found out the ruse is kaput. Holy shit, it's so shameful. But he still posted it, so I guess it wasn't too shameful for him. Half the people on TikTok don't even know what that word means, clearly. Yeah, I just wanted to show these pranks and make fun of the assholes in them a little bit. That's it. See ya. Hey, what's going on? It's me, the #1 hater of harassment pranksters. Those putrid worms that mainly infest TikTok and go around filming themselves just trying to start confrontation with strangers for no reason other than getting a rise out of them for their content. And then the second that one of the victims starts to fight back, whether it's arguing or even trying to get physical, the sniveling cowards then do their best to go into panic mode, rapidly trying to de-escalate the situation they've caused. Like, chill, calm down. What are you getting so worked up about? I'm just pretending to be a mentally ill douchebag starting shit. God, it's so cringe that you're getting so upset. And then, like, the prankster starts getting offended. It's so fucking embarrassing. Anyway, today I stumbled across a tough guy who likes to do this kind of content on the elderly.
Whoa, watch your cart, tough guy. Parents didn't teach you no manners?
Guess not.
Guess not, man. Yeah, you need to watch yourself around here. Guys like you, easy pickings.
This poor loser really rolled a nat 1 in all of his stats. He's got a nasally voice that he's doing his absolute best, fighting for his life to hide, so he's trying to deepen it while talking to the older gentleman. Hey, you better watch where you're going, Buster. But you can hear it cracking through. It's like a child on Xbox Live pretending to be older by just making a deep voice sound. He's also got a dog shit, unlovable attitude, so I feel like he was probably bullied in high school with spitballs shot into the back of his head, and now that he's out of high school, he's trying to do something with his life, and this is what he's chosen here for some clout on TikTok. Just trying to harass an old man who is not playing ball with any of this garbage here. This old guy has the patience of a saint. This is the Zen master here. This guy doesn't engage at all, and yet this goober still continues to try.
You must be new around here, huh? It's your first time in Baltimore?
How about yourself?
I've lived here 25 years.
Liar, liar, job prospects on fire. You are not 25 years old. There is no chance of that. No shot whatsoever. I have to imagine he's maybe 20 at most. He's probably between 18 and 20 and just trying his absolute best to emulate the viral douchebags on TikTok that harass people, but he's so much of a little pussy that he's doing it to an elderly gentleman. Someone he knows is not going to fight back, because if he did this to anyone else in his age bracket, I bet he would have been fucking snapped in half. He sounds like a dweeb.
I'm just trying to get by, Pipsqueak. I need to get by this way. I got OCD, so I gotta walk around on the right every single time, you know? Yeah. Got a problem with me? Well, it seems like it.
Such a fucking strong, intimidating man. Wait till you see his next prank of taking candy from a baby. This guy is badass. I truly don't understand who watches this shit. Now, I know the easy default answer everyone goes to is kids, and 99% of the time I know they're right, but in a case like this is so pathetic that I feel like even children would be laughing at this guy. Like, even children would be insulting this dork. Like, just look at the way he's talking here. You got a problem with me? Pushes up glasses, readjusts fedora. Seems like you do. Like, no one's gonna even find that humorous. You're doing it to an extremely nice old man. You just look like a huge asshole and you're providing nothing of entertainment here. The old man is fucking clapping you by not responding and just, like, dismissing you as some kind of, like, you know, escaped mental asylum patient. Like, I don't know how you could ever upload this and not feel shame. This, I can't imagine the mind space to be in where you'd be proud of it. I really can't.
Standing here looking me in my eye, trying to do a stare down or something. I don't know what you're trying to do. I'm just trying to get my ice cream and go home. That's all.
Damn, what a hard line. The spiritual pressure around him just knocked out 5 different customers across the store when he said that. I'm just here to get my ice cream and go home. I don't want no problems, bub. I don't want no trouble. Jesus Christ. I'm just here to get my ice cream and go home. Yeah, mom says I need to be home by 9. This video is a little on the older side. It was at the end of last year, I believe. And not only did he go home, he also went offline, thank God. So it seems like a lot of people must have laughed him off of TikTok because the original account I can't find anymore. But these harassing older people pranks in public aren't uncommon. There's quite a few TikTok superstars that like to engage in that. One of them that blew up a while ago, also on the other side, is the one where people would just grab a hose at Home Depot or Lowe's and just spray random old people as they walked by.
This way, oh, huh? Oh, how do you turn this off? Oh, snap. Oh, shoot. Oh, snap. Whoa, whoa. Oh, snap. Oh. I'm sorry. I'm trying to turn it off. I didn't know how to turn it off. I think it's off now. Oh, snap. Oh.
The caption says that the prank went wrong, which is the classic clickbait. I'm actually this is getting off topic, but I'm actually somewhat nostalgic for the gone wrong phrase now, because that used to be such a massive clickbait meme like 10 years ago, and to see that it's been revived on TikTok is actually somewhat nostalgic. Like seeing an old, well, not friend, but like an old enemy that now you kind of have a soft spot for. Kind of like when you go back and rewatch SpongeBob, where as a kid, Squidward was like this big, mean guy, like real rude asshole. But now when you go back and watch it as an adult, you're like, nah, I kind of feel for him. That's how I feel about like the Gone Wrong title. But anyway, it's titled, you know, spraying people with the hose prank gone wrong. But nothing goes wrong, as is standard procedure for that title. Everyone he sprays here was super nice about it. They're like, hey, wait, what's going on? And he's like, oh, I just can't turn the hose off. They're like, oh, okay, yeah, all right. No problems at all. At least not that I saw. Like, everyone was super, super sweet. He just sprayed them, and they were like, oh, man, what a bummer. But it's okay, you didn't mean to. But little do they know, that was the whole reason he was even out in public that day, just to make some people's lives a little less pleasant. Just to be a huge fucking nuisance and a big inconvenience to the people around him. And the spraying people with the hose prank actually did catch on. It's like a year old or so. This was pretty big for a little while, so there's a lot of videos of pranksters doing this one, and all of them seem to target exclusively elderly people. And the reason should be pretty obvious, because they know that they're not going to fight them, and if they do, they probably stand a good chance of winning the fight against them because they are old. Actual fucking weenies here. And for some reason, it seems to be like old people is the main demographic that get targeted by these public nuisance pranksters. For some reason, well, I don't even know why I'm saying for some reason. We know the reason. They're not going to do this to someone that's actually going to beat their ass. Like, they're not going to get their shit pushed in by somebody for the sake of their TikTok videos. Like, we already saw that happen once and the guy ended up getting shot. So they're targeting older people because they feel more confident that there's not going to be something that's going to lead to them being hospitalized. It's just such a pathetic thing to do for some internet brownie points. Like, is there anything more shameful? Like, these are just complete strangers just going about their day like everyone else, and you just go out of your way to just be this cringe douchebag that tries to farm them for views on TikTok by harassing them, or in some cases even just like assaulting them. There are some degenerate pranksters on there, and a lot of it is targeted at older people. It sucks. But anyway, just wanted to insult them and talk about this a little bit since I saw that video of the shopping cart tough guy, the don't tussle with the muscle in the ice cream section. You might encounter the boogeyman. When I saw that, I just thought, I've got to just make fun of this guy and all of the other pranksters that do this kind of shit. So anyway, that's really about it. So yeah. How the fuck's it going, everyone? It's me, your boy 2006 middle school emo hairstyle here. I'm still not getting a haircut. I found a new douchebag YouTuber that I thought would be fun to take a look at. I'm going to give you a little behind the scenes action on how I keep finding new douche-tubers that not a lot of people talk about. I type in "gone wrong" into the search bar. It's basically like a fucking complete compendium of douchebags on YouTube. You can find every single one of them there. It's like the old goddamn Yellow Pages, but on the YouTube site here. It's incredible what you can find by just typing in "gone wrong." An incredible plethora of douchebags to choose from. So today I chose Nate Garner. This is his beat up prank where his girlfriend pretends she was beaten up to prank him. Let's go ahead and take a look here.
What's up? Yeah, that's me. Yikes. And this is my life. Let me show you how I got here. Yeah, baby. I've been waiting my whole life.
It takes only a quick glance at this man to figure out that he came from a very privileged upbringing. One thing I do like, though, is in his intro, he's wearing a backwards cap. That's very interesting, and I think you know what that means. It's time to get lit.
Where are we? I don't really know. My final destination? I don't know. Am I gonna die when I walk through these doors? No, I'm not gonna die. Carissa's hair is gonna die. Ooh.
It's all going.
Because I'm having her hair salon cut it all off.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty weird thing to say for a vlog, to be honest with you. Hey, what's going on, gang? I'm at the salon. Am I gonna walk through those doors, get my throat slit, and someone gonna rip my spine out of my asshole? I mean, who knows? It's kind of a fucking morbid way to start this one off, don't you think, Nate?
Awesome. Yeah, boy, got kicked out. I don't think you're allowed to vlog in there, and Carissa was a little bit embarrassed of me. Hi, Max. Why would your mom be embarrassed of me?
This part actually infuriated me because it shows a complete lack of care for their pets. This man goes in there with full intention of staying throughout the entire hair salon experience, so you're talking 2.5 to 3 hours in there with her. Meanwhile, there's a dog in the scorching hot car the entire time. If he didn't get kicked out, that dog would be dead. But this all assumes that this vlog is real, which is a huge assumption to make because all douche-tubers' vlogs and videos are fake. They're all just piles of shit. So I'm sure he didn't get kicked out. It's probably planned he'd go in and go out. But if it is real, then that salon kicking out this obnoxious asshole just saved the life of an innocent animal.
Though, if you're not subscribed, you should. We take big W's every single day. We're the best family on YouTube. And there's merch dropping on Merch First. So there's 3 days left until merch drops, baby. Be ready for it. And be ready for this video. So let's just run right into it.
Jesus Christ, Nate, now I just feel sorry for you. I genuinely couldn't have written a more generic asshole douche-tuber subscribe call to action merch plug and all that garbage, that checklist of how to be a douche-tuber. That was the most formulaic shit I have ever seen in my life. I couldn't imagine a more hollow existence than to put on this fake high-energy bullshit performance every day for your children that are watching you. I honestly couldn't, like, there's no way this man enjoys this. He's got to be fucking dead inside. Let's run right into it. With this over-animated face getting loud for no reason, wacky sound effects and zoom-ins. Holy shit. Nate, that's sad, man. That's really sad.
Today,
I am going to do, here's a little preview, I'm gonna do the beat up prank. I don't know why this is the most requested prank. Like, do you guys hate me? Like, come on. It kind of hurts my feelings. What would make me feel a little bit better is like, if you guys bought the merch on March 1st, that's all I'm saying.
Oh right, yeah, the classics, the getting beaten up prank. That's a fucking wholesome, family-friendly prank right there. That's some good shit. Everyone's a winner in that one. Obviously, it's all fake, but I mean, why the fuck do all of you douche-tubers do like these brutal prank ideas? Like, let's simulate an armed robbery prank gone wrong, gone sexual. The cop whipped out his cock. What's the next prank you're gonna fake here, Nate? The waterboarding Meemaw in the backyard where you take your grandma out back, put a towel over her face, and dump water on her or some shit as a prank? What happened to just silly fun pranks where nobody gets hurt? Why is it always some shit like kidnapping my girlfriend's mother and not giving her back unless my girlfriend buys my merch on March 1st? It's just silly shit. Like, even conceptually, obviously it's all fake. But why is that like the direction pranks go for you kind of weird fucking weirdos? I don't get it. Make some fucking entertaining pranks from a conceptual standpoint.
I put that on. Yeah, this is awesome. And this makeup, you guys, it's so good. I'm so talented. This is gonna be awesome.
Alright, I'm no James Charles, but I'm gonna critique your makeup here, Carissa. This doesn't look good. This doesn't look like you've been in a fight. This looks very fake. Now, I used to get black eyes all the time when I played sports. You don't get a black eye immediately after the impact on your eye. It's the result of the bruising, so the day after, maybe the next day, you'll get a black eye form as a result. Now, anyone who's ever been in a tussle or in a fight would immediately recognize that and know you're lying. Oh, you've been in a fight, huh, Carissa? Well, you wouldn't have a black eye if that were true. You're lying to me. We're breaking up. I don't want to see you again. Bang, into your relationship, Carissa, all because you did your makeup wrong. Now, I do think luck is on your side here, though, because your boyfriend looks like a giant pussy whose only conflict has ever been with his parents when they reduced his allowance from $5,000 a week to $2,000 a week because he was rude to the butlers and they wanted to teach him a lesson about discipline. So there's no way he would ever pick up on it, and obviously the prank's fake from the get-go anyway, but god damn it, I wanted to critique the makeup.
Hey, are you home yet?
Yeah, just got that. Where are you?
Okay, I'm walking back from the store and some guy is like, he looks really sketchy. He's been following me for a little bit now.
Where? Where are you?
I'm out front. I'm almost back to the apartment, but he's like,
Just get in, hurry.
Can you come out here?
Solid acting so far, I'll definitely give it that. Very concerned boyfriend. Oh, you're being followed by a creepy stalker? Well, hey, just, can you hurry up, maybe? Have you thought of that one?
Here, walk back with me, please.
Where are you?
Please,
Where in the apartment?
I'm out in the front and by the park, please.
Just, why is there nobody? Just come, run.
No, just hurry, please.
Okay.
Hurry. Okay, I hung up. This is so good!
Hardy har har, this is some turbo comedy, ho ho ho.
Okay, he's coming, you guys.
Okay. Alright, you guys. So I just got back from the Apple store.
So Nate gets a call from his girlfriend about her being stalked by a potentially dangerous person begging for his help, and his first thought is to grab the camera and vlog it. Fuck yeah, baby! Garner Gang is lit as shit, catching those big W's on the daily, by letting his girlfriend get beaten up so he can vlog it. Yeah, man. Wow.
He's coming. Okay, go.
Give me the bag.
Stop! Stop! No!
Yo, what the fuck is going on? Why the fuck are you on my girlfriend, bro? Bro. No.
Nate!
Are you okay? What happened to you?
I'm okay.
Your bag?
Get my bag! No! He's tackling! Oh my god! It's a prank! Nate! 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 It's a prank! It's a prank!
What are you doing?
It's a prank!
What are you
It's
doing,
a
bro?
prank!
What the fuck are you
Michael!
doing?
It's Michael! It's just a prank!
What the fuck are you guys doing? Michael, I haven't seen you in weeks!
It's a happy ending once you realize it was just Michael under the mask, like the Scooby-Doo villain being demasked. Then it's a group hug in the shower, and the vlog goes on for 8 more minutes. I didn't watch any of it, because it doesn't get better than that prank right there. Now, again, obviously all fake, but let's talk about this as if it were real, because that's a lot more fun, and it's a lot less disgusting to think that these adults came up with this fake prank shit and then acted it out, which they did, and played pretend. I think that's embarrassing, so let's talk about it as if it were 100% real. So Nate starts vlogging, knowing full well that his girlfriend just called, speculating that she may get robbed or beaten up. He shows up, surprised that his girlfriend is getting robbed and beaten up. So he keeps vlogging it and then being confused, like, well, how is this happening? I had no idea, as he's like looking at the camera vlogging it. So then he goes over and shoves the guy, to which Carissa is surprised that he went and defended her. So to that I have to wonder, is Nate so big of a pussy that Carissa had no faith in him lending his strength to save her? Did she expect him to go over there and talk it out with the man beating her up? Like, hey, sir, that's my girlfriend. If you could just, wrap this up quickly or maybe stop beating her up, I'd really appreciate it. I don't want any trouble. Like, she had to expect that her boyfriend would at least push the guy at the very least. So why is she acting all like, holy shit, hey, calm down? It makes no sense unless he really is that big of a pussy that she had no idea he even had it in him to fight in any capacity. It's baffling. Michael, I think, is the real hero here for having a very minor role in all of this. Yeah, you really got saved some embarrassment for the most part. You even had like a fucking, I don't know, pair of panties over your face or whatever the fuck that was. I don't know. Great video, Nate. That shit stayed lit. Garner gang for life, baby. When was that merch dropping? March 1st, Nate? You bet your ass I'm not buying that. No, but your content sucks a lot of shit, man. Keep up the good work. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. See ya.